Peace, love, and transcendence, and happy new year. I'm coming to you. I want to talk about the NWO conspiracy or conspiracy theories. NWO, you may have heard of it. It stands for New World Order. So, what is a New World Order? Um, is it imminent? And, excuse me, and why it's important that we learn or that we talk about uh, this New World Order propaganda or this New World Order conspiracy theory. So, the New World Order, or NWO, is claimed to be an emerging clandestine totalitarian world government by various conspiracy theories. So what does that mean? Just basically means one world order, one government. The common theme in conspiracy theories about a new world order is that a secretive power elite with a globalist agenda is conspiring to eventually rule the world through an authoritarian world government which will replace sovereign nation states and an all-encompassing propaganda whose ideology hails the establishment of the New World Order as the culmination of history's progress. So basically, they want to control the entire world. They want to change history by having one world order, where not just the United States, but the entire globe is under the same jurisdiction, under the same laws and regulations. So that's basically what the NWO is, or the New World Order is. And I think that at one point in time, earlier on, there was talk of, what is it called? There was talk of, I can't think of the name of it right now. But maybe as I read on, it'll come to me. But and I think that it had something pertaining to the New World Order. I can't think of it. Martial law. That's it. And I think that, if they bring in this idea or the idealism of a New World Order, then they would have to usher in martial law, which I think may go hand in hand with it. And we're going to talk about martial law in a little bit, and I'll get into that. But let's go on about the New World Order. Many influential historical and contemporary figures have therefore been purported to be part of a cabal that operates through many front organizations to orchestrate significant political and financial events, ranging from causing systematic crisis to pushing through controversial policies at both national and international levels as steps in an ongoing plot to achieve world domination. So basically, in short, it's world leaders or leaders of today who want to be in complete control and in complete power of everyone and everything, from your religious beliefs to what you believe to what you think. All of that, is just culminated into one glob. So let's continue. Before the early 1990s, New World Order conspiracism was limited to two American countercultures, primarily the military anti-government right, and secondarily that part of fundamentalist Christianity concerned with the end-time emergence of the Antichrist. I'm not even going to get into the religion right now. Okay. Skeptics such as Michael Barkun and Chip Burlett observed that right-wing populist conspiracy theories about a new world order has not only been embraced by many seekers of stigmatized knowledge, but has seeped into popular culture, thereby inaugurating a period during the late 20th and early 21st centuries in the United States where people are actively preparing for apocalyptic millennium. So basically, when we watch these movies, I really don't think that these apocalyptic millennium, apocalyptic millenarian scenarios. And let's end it right there. So basically, like when you watch these movies about the apocalypse, and movies like Z Nation, The Walking Dead, and even Bird Box, these movies, if you look into it not as just entertainment, but if you look at it in a deeper perspective, it kind of makes you think, and it kind of puts you in the mind of, what if situation, what if this happened, because it's like when you look at Bird Box, which by the way was like a very most watched movie probably on Netflix of 2018. Let's put it that way, most likely. But it was very good, but it had very pertinent information. Very pertinent meaning behind it. And you could go and you can look up people's reactions to the movie and people's analysis of the movie. But so it just puts you in the mind of, like, especially with Bird Box and Z Nation and Walking Dead, how would you survive if an apocalypse happened or took place? And it's quite interesting once you get into the analysis of it and you start putting pieces together. So I'm not going to give an analysis of it. I'm going to let you look those scenarios up for yourselves. Okay, so the article goes on to read. Those political scientists are concerned that mass hysteria over New World Order conspiracy theories could eventually have devastating effects on American political life, ranging from escalating lone wolf terrorism to the rise to power of authoritarian, ultra-nationalist demagogues. So, if you want to look up more information on this, now this is some information that I got off of Wikipedia, and you can always go to New World Order and Google it yourself, just like I did. This is the information. They have many articles here on Wikipedia, and I know a lot of people don't put a lot of faith and a lot of trust in Wikipedia, but they have enlightened information. They have information that can kind of, steer you in the right direction where you could go and look things up for yourself and look for more information. There's another article here, The New World Order by Pat Robertson. I don't really follow Pat Robertson at all. Some of you may come across this video and you may follow him. You may, listen to him. But Pat Robertson to me is irrelevant. New World Order, Foreign Affairs. This is another article that talks about New World Order that you could look up and find information for yourselves. So let's get into martial law and how I think that martial law goes hand in hand with New World Order. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, okay, the New World Order has begun. It's been it's in place. So of course you're going to have those individuals who will not conform no matter what. So you kind of have like those, what we call those revolutionaries, or what they said in the article earlier, the lone wolves, who um, are willing to sacrifice themselves um, just because they're not going along with the propaganda. They're not going along with um, this one world government where, you know, you have to do what the government says do. You have to do what the government wants you to do. So martial law comes into play. Martial law is where military comes in. Um, they give you a curfew. They say, you know, such a time you have to be inside. You can't go out. And they will bring martial law into effect because some people will not accept this new world order. So it's going to be a lot of, how can I say this? Rebellion will probably take place because people don't like other people telling them, you know, how they can worship, where they can worship. You know, you can't buy this particular item, you can't buy that particular item, you have to have this specifically in order to get this or to do that, so on and so forth. So this, I'm just giving you kind of like an overview of what the NWO could possibly be like. But now, are we headed towards a new world order? I don't know, because they've been talking about this for years. And it's just a part of the matrix that we live in and the matrix that we are a part of. So, will we ever experience a new world order? Will we ever experience martial law? You know, no one knows really what the future holds or what the future is going to bring. But this is just a video where I just try to bring awareness to you. So if you've never looked up the New World Order before, if you've never heard of it before, you know, you can do further or extensive research for yourselves. So this is just a starting point. And that's pretty much all I have on the New World Order. Now, I didn't get really deep into it like I get into other topics. But I've got some more topics that I want to discuss, want to talk about. And I'm going to get into a little deeper. But anyway, that is it for now for the first video of 2019 that I've done. So, and hopefully, you know, have a lot more topics to talk about, to discuss. And so I just ask all of my subscribers, stay tuned. I appreciate you so much for checking me out and for following me. And I will be back with more topics and more subjects. Peace, love, and transcendence. And thank you for watching.